Okay, I think they're done. So you already know from the title today. My dogs are so loud, I'm sorry. So you already know by the title, today we are doing a how I edit my pictures video. I did a poll on Twitter and on Instagram asking if you guys wanted to see this, and you said yes, so here it is. Here's just a couple of pictures on my style of editing. Here's just a couple of pictures to show you how I edit my pictures, what is my vibe, what is my own aesthetic. I try to keep them for the most part looking as natural as possible, but I just brighten them up. Well, I'm just gonna show you. I'm gonna show you before and afters also once I'm done. Let me go ahead and pick a picture first that I want to post on Instagram. So before we get started, if you want to follow along, the two apps that I use to edit my pictures are Facetune and VSCO. For the premium of them or whatever, you do have to pay, but I just use the free, and that is how I get it done. So this is the picture right here. First, or the only tool I use is the retouch button right there. And then the first thing I use is the smooth button, and you don't want to overuse the smooth button to where you look fake. You want it to look as natural as possible. And so I just take it over areas that I feel I have texture in. So around my pores right here, and there's like a little pimple that I have right there. And then I'm just going to drag it around the little areas that I have bumps on. And the lighting I used softened my face pretty well to where I don't need to do a lot of this. The natural lighting. And that is the first step. Next, I'm going to go to the details button. And what the details button does is just kind of brightens or intensifies what you did, because pictures don't really pull off what you see in person, and you want to come across as much as you can as it does in person. And so what I normally detail is my highlight, if I have a shimmer on my eyeshadow, and yeah, that's about it. So over here I just press the highlight and the eyeshadow. You can't see what I'm pressing, but I hope you could see the difference in it. And also detail the crease, because in person you could see the detail, but on picture it doesn't really come up, so you have to make it see the vision. You slide on over and you get the glow button, and I zoom in to my highlight and I just do little dots on the high point of the highlight so it looks natural, because highlight in person, the high point is what really catches the camera, so that's what you want to make it look like. Oh, you mess up, just erase it. Zoom out, the nose, now, and there you go. And that is how I intensify my highlight. As you can see on camera and in person, my highlight is popping, it's gleaming. In pictures it doesn't come out like that, so I have to just get a little something, you know? Now we're going to move over and I'm going to go to vibrance. Also in pictures it doesn't pick up the full color of the eyeshadow, of the bronzer, the contour, and you want it to come out like that. The full color of eyeshadow, bronzer, all of that doesn't fully pay off in pictures, and so again you want to make it appear as though it is in real life. And pictures with more vibrance and a lot more pop do better than just washed out photos. And I'm just speaking from a makeup point of view. If you don't want to do this, if you're fine with your pictures the way they are, then that's fine. I'm just saying for my business, this is what helps me. So then, again, zoom in. And I just tap my thumb over it one time, and it makes a huge difference. Like that was too much, I'd go and I'd take the eraser and I just tap it, and I use my whole thumb to kind of get it to that point. The lipstick too, the lipstick washed out a little bit. Oh, that doesn't look good. This lipstick, no vale. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing with the contour and bronzer, just vibrance it up a little bit. And my shoulders, because my shoulders were really white compared to my face, so. And also once you look at the whole picture, it focuses on the face and the makeup a lot more, so that stands out, and that is also a good thing. And so I'm just gonna go, and that is all I do with Facetune. I'm gonna go ahead and check mark it, save to camera roll. Then we're gonna go ahead and go to VSCO. I think that's how you say it. Oh, you see, it's a lot of work. Okay, so the plus sign right there, I'm gonna go ahead and click that. pick that first picture that I just edited, and then these two little lines right here with the circles on them, I'm going to go ahead and click that. And as you see over here, there are already filters here. If you take regular pictures and you just want some little something to your pictures, these are good to work with. I don't mess with that. I just go to the same little lines with the circles on it, and depending what you want to do, there's exposure, there's contrast. The first thing I do is I go to exposure. Depending, I think I really like it the way it is. You could always, you move it to the left and it darkens the photo, you move it to the right, it brightens it. If you're in the makeup industry, bright photos do really well, but with the natural lighting, I think I like the natural lighting as is. So I'm going to go ahead and go to contrast and contrast it a bit. Contrast is really important for the makeup industry. I think it really takes the photo to the next level, and it really makes everything stand out a lot. But I don't do too much, because if you do too much, it gets pretty bad. Same thing if it's too much contrast already, you're going to bring it down. So I'm just going to do a little bit. I'm going to go up to 5 right there, or should I do 4? 4, 5. I'm going to go ahead and leave it at 4 because it looks a little bit more natural. Then I'm going to swipe on over here. You can do all kinds of cool things with the crop. You could change the angle of the photo. I'm going to go ahead and go to sharpen, and I'm going to sharpen the pick up a little bit, and this makes your picture look way more professional, way more, how do I explain it, like more HD. But you don't want to do too much because then it gets ugly. So I just go about here. You want to go from like 1.5 to 2, I would say is a good, depending on your picture. When I use just my ring light and my softboxes, I will do a little bit more, but since the natural lighting does most of the work for you, I'm not going to do too much. I'm going to go ahead and stop at, what is this, 2.3. Saturation is good sometimes, especially when I use like my ring light and softboxes, because the lighting is way different. It's always different, so I try to keep it the same. So you want to play around with saturation. Saturation changes the colors a lot. So I'm not going to go ahead and add any. Highlights are also good, depending, but you don't want to really lighten the highlights because that's what makes the photo really good. The shadows are good to play with, but I don't really play with those. I'm just going to go ahead and go to the grain little effect. Now this is just my aesthetic. You could already be done with, and that's that, but I personally love the grain filter. I think it just makes your whole look come together. Well, mine, that's like my style, that's what I like to have, I don't know. And I don't do too much, because if you do too much, look, let me just bring it up. You see it? You feel me? And you don't want that either. That's like, now if you want a super like vintagey looking Instagram or something, that's the kind of pictures you want to post, it's not for makeup, then I would say put more, it would be cool. But for makeup, you still want everything to pop, but this just kind of makes your skin look really nice. I don't know how to explain it, it just makes you look better, you feel me? You can see it, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put it right there at 1.9, check mark, save, and then I'm going to go ahead in the right bottom corner, the 3 dots, save to camera roll, actual size, and you're done. Here is a before and after photo put together. Now it is a lot of trial and error and depending on your own personal taste, but these are just good apps that I use for my pictures. I've gotten a few requests lately on how I edit my pictures and stuff, and I just take my pictures on my iPhone and I just try to get the best lighting, the best angles. Everybody's different. I use the back camera mostly. If it's in natural lighting, the front camera does really well also, but with my ring lights and stuff, if I want a really good quality picture, I take it with the back camera. And I get it, that's difficult. Get you a mirror, take you like this to where you could see it, and you're good to go. I hope this helped you guys, the ones that were asking. I hope this helped you get a better feel on how I edit my pictures. If you enjoyed this video, if you found it a little helpful, I guess, or if you learned something and you're gonna edit your pictures like this or something like that, I don't know, give this photo actually, yeah, go give that photo a like. It is going to be on my Instagram. Follow me too if you are not already. Follow me on Twitter, add me on Snapchat, and also give this video a like. And if you are not already, make sure to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace.